to this. Press conference live on DAZN.
And we are live in Glendale, Arizona, 150 miles from the Mexican border for an all-Mexican classic. Emanuel Navarrete, Eduardo "Sugar" Nunez, set for a title unification fight in the super featherweight division. Chris Mannix alongside Sergio Moore. Sergio, this is your scene. This is your crowd. These are your people. You are here amongst the Mexican fans. What does it feel like?
It feels great. I mean, Arizona, a lot of Mexican pride, and we're going to see the best of the best when it comes to Mexican style with Navarrete and Sugar Nunez. I mean, they know no other way. They have one gear, and that's forward, and that's painful, but it's exciting for us.
What is it about these all-Mexican matchups that often lead to great results? I'm talking Barrera versus Morales, both of their fights. I'm talking Vasquez versus Marquez. Some extremely memorable fights have happened between Mexicans.
And you can go on and on and on with that list. It's the way they train. It's the fact that Mexicans take a big punch, that famous Mexican hook to the liver. It's the pride, but ultimately it's the work, man. It's not the speed, it's not the power, it's not the size. Mexicans don't bring that to the table. It's all resilience and si se puede. Who can take more? And that's a war of attrition. That's a war Mexican love.
Did you lose that in the Mexican-American translation?
Hey, I'm Chicano, so yeah, a little bit.
All right. This is a great fight for a lot of reasons. Among them is that there are some question marks around both of these fighters in the main event. I want to start with Emanuel Navarrete, one of the most well-known fighters in these lower weight classes, a three-division world champion who has been giving us some memorable fights all the way back to 2018 when he started this fight, his series really, with Isaac Dogbe coming up the ranks. His fights against Oscar Valdez. He has had great night after great night, but the nights as of late have not been so good. He lost his fight when he moved up to fight Dennis Baranchik. He fought Charlie Suarez his last time out, officially got a win, but that win was overturned to a no contest after replay review found that the fight was stopped after a punch from Charlie Suarez and not a headbutt. So Emanuel Navarrete, at 31 years old, still chronologically in his prime, but he's starting to show maybe some worse for wear.
There's no chronologically in your prime in boxing. Whenever you fight that style, when you have one gear, and that's forward, the Mexican style, they have a shorter lifespan. It's an exciting lifespan unless you're an all-time great, like the names that you mentioned, Marquez, Morales, Barrera, and so many others. They had more than just heart. They had more than just spilling blood. They had footwork. They had technique. And, of course, it's that punch. Navarrete doesn't have that defense. He doesn't have that footwork. His is the epitome of Mexican style. I'm going to give you more than you can take. And that's the reason Navarrete is still around. But it's wearing thin because he's burning the candle at both ends. So let's enjoy him while he's still here.
No one will know about burning the candle at both ends more than Sergio Moore. Quickly underwater, Nunez, 29 wins, 27 of them by knockout. But his last two fights have gone to a decision, which made some people wonder, is the power just from beating up on lesser competition, or is that power going to be real on fight night?
And that's what people are wondering, including us. Sugar Nunez has that power, but everyone has power coming up. When you're not fighting guys like Navarrete, you look at the resume of Emanuel Navarrete, and it's solid. It's locked in. Sugar Nunez needs to prove that that power is real by having a three-division world champion on his resume, and it starts Saturday night.
All right, we have got a great main event, and a tremendous fight card, a Mexican-laced fight card here at the Desert Diamond Arena on Saturday. Some terrific fights, some terrific matchups. And we begin with the co-main event. Tamir Smalls taking on Abel Ramos. This is a fantastic crossroads type of fight. Smalls trying to make a big jump in the 147-pound division. Abel Ramos, tough fight against Mario Barrios last year. He is looking to bounce back. Then one of the best prospects in all of boxing, Emiliano Vargas, 140-pound fight against Agustin Quintana. If that name sounds familiar, Quintana beat Mark Castro a couple of years ago, so he is something of a prospect slayer. Then at the top, Arturo Cardenas, he is back in action looking to make a big fight for himself. Sergio, I'm loving this card from top to bottom. A lot of Mexicans, a lot of good action. Let's go up on the stage to introduce the man behind it all, Mr. Eddie Hearn.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Sergio. And welcome to the stunning Desert Diamond Arena here in Glendale, Arizona. For me, this is what boxing is all about. The best be the best. Two champions in Sugar Nunez and Emanuel Navarrete face off in here on Saturday night, live on DAZN around the world in front of 12,000 fans in here for what will be an incredible atmosphere. We'll come on to that fight shortly, but for me, this fight, as I said, exactly what boxing needs. The best be the best. Two world champions, the IBF champion, the WBO champion. And of course, thank you to Daryl Peoples, Gustavo and Paco and everybody at the WBO and IBF for making this fight. Of course, to our partners in this show, Top Rank and Carl Moretti and everybody. It takes everybody coming together to make great fights like this. But in great fights like this, there's always drama. And when we arrived in Arizona yesterday, Emanuel Navarrete was very chilled. He was at the Mexican embassy at Mexico City, just rocked up there to get his visa. And no one could find his passport. So overnight, we're having a nice little panic up, myself and the fine folk at Top Rank. And he went this morning, nice and chilled, on wait apparently. And he's currently on a private jet here, slightly delayed, but as far as he's concerned, he's ready for the fight of his life on Saturday. We have a main event. They will be facing off here in around 45 minutes to 1 hour with Nunez and Navarrete. On the undercard, we have what I believe is a cracker. 3 incredible 50-50 fights and some of the finest, in fact, the recently crowned Ring Magazine Prospect of the Year in Emanuel Vargas. Apologies. And I got a little bit mixed up because you look so good up there tonight. When I come back, I definitely want to come back as you.
Thank you, my brother.
We're going to kick off the action. Arturo Cardenas, for me, one of the top young prospects in the sport, a charge of Robert Garcia against Jordan Martinez, a local fighter, 17-0 against 16-0. This fight going to springboard the winner onto a shot at the World Championship. Jordan, welcome.
Appreciate
Saw
it.
the smile on your face, fighting here in your hometown, in front of 12,000 this Saturday, in the fight of your life, ready to go.
Let's go. That's all I'm ready for. You know, this opportunity I've been waiting for, and I'm just ready to show everybody what I could do in that ring.
When we go back to that, what you said, opportunity you've been waiting for, a lot of hot talk from you about out of these camps, sparring well, powerful fighter, chance to make a statement. Cardenas, all action. Should be a great fight for the fans.
For sure, for sure.
Arturo, welcome. You've never actually said no to a fight, nor has Robert Garcia. Now you come into another all-action fight in this young man's backyard, ready to kickstart the broadcast on Saturday night.
Arturo, en primer lugar, bienvenido. Nunca dices no a una pelea, tampoco lo dice Robert García. Otra pelea de toda acción, listo para arrancar lo que sería la primera pelea en televisión este sábado.
Sí, claro, la verdad que me siento muy bien, muy listo, bien preparado. Y como dices, nunca me he echado para atrás para quien sea que me pongan enfrente. Para eso estamos en el boxeo y la verdad que también estoy muy agradecido también de pelear otra vez aquí en Arizona por tercera ocasión. Y pues vengo a brindarles como siempre una muy buena pelea y estamos listos para este sábado.
Yes, of course, as you say, you know, I'm coming into this fight ready, prepared. As you say, we never take a step back in terms of accepting fights. I'm here once again boxing in Arizona. It's my 3rd time here. I'm very grateful to be here, and I'm ready to put on a great show once again here in Arizona.
Thank you, Arturo. Cardenas against Martinez kicks off the broadcast on Saturday night on DAZN. Carl Moretti, welcome. You and Jeremy, you've been nice and chilled. Navarrete's been chilled. We don't really see the big drama. A few words about the main event. I mean, you guys have had Navarrete here in Phoenix as well in some massive nights. A wonderful, wonderful fight.
Yep.
And should be a great fight for the fans.
Defense, you know, check it out the door. You will not need it Saturday night. First, thanks to our friends at Matchroom for putting this fight together. As you mentioned, we had some drama this week, but it wasn't planned. I promise you that. Nor was the private jet at your cost.
Well, we're still negotiating.
Yeah, we're still negotiating that.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing right now. You know, you failed to mention that I think this is our... Are we announcing the top-ranked Matchroom top-ranked belt as well to the winner?
Yeah, why not? We should.
Your big baby, or no?
Yeah.
We're not doing that.
What was the last one? It wasn't Ford Komatov, was it?
No,
it was
Murataya.
Cruz Murataya. Yeah. Damn.
So plenty of great fights to come up for the years to come, for sure. As far as Emiliano, it's just been a pleasure to work with him since his debut. I worked with his dad when he turned pro, and we had a lot of fun back then, and this is just continuing. We saw recently what happened at the Super Bowl and how that went viral with Xander Zayas, and everybody's phone was blowing up. and going crazy. And that's great for his profile and boxing's overall image to see those two young men represent like they did. What they didn't show and what you don't see is the 6.5 weeks of camp that he did. The runs up Mount Charleston with his father, you can do another mile. The rounds of sparring, all the strength and conditioning and the 3 workouts at a day, that doesn't get the spotlight. But at the end of the day, that's what's going to be the key to his success and why he's going to win multiple world titles, is because of his work ethic. All the other stuff is great. How he dresses, how he conducts himself, what Fernando and Martha do for him outside the ring. But it's the work that he puts into it to get there, and he knows it already. So you're looking at a future world champ, and just enjoy the ride as it goes.
Thank you, Carl. We'll go to his opponent first. Augustin Quintana, welcome. It's good to see you back. We had you on a show where you defeated Mark Castro, one of our undefeated prospects. Now back in the away corner against another undefeated fighter, ready for another challenge on Saturday.
Sí, Agustín, en primer lugar, bienvenido. Qué bueno verte de nuevo. Te vimos la última vez en la cartelera cuando derrotaste al invicto Mark Castro, un prospecto invicto para nosotros. Ahora te enfrentas a otro boxeador invicto este sábado. ¿Estás listo para el reto este sábado?
Bueno, para mí, primero que nada, quiero dar gracias a Dios por una nueva oportunidad, por traerme a estos lugares de mucha honra para mí, por el cual uno sueña, ¿no? Estoy listo para disfrutar de toda esta semana como lo vengo haciendo, de lo que falte y especialmente de la pelea del sábado.
Yeah, firstly, I want to say thanks to God for giving me one of these other opportunities that I get, for taking me to these places. It's an honor to be here, a real dream of mine. I've been really enjoying the week so far, and I will continue to enjoy what's left of it and go on to have a special night on Saturday.
Emiliano, welcome. Nice words from Carl. Great accolades in New York recently at the Ring Magazine Awards, where you won Prospect of the Year, of course, the Super Bowl video as well. But here doing what you love to do on Saturday night, 12,000 people in here in a wild, wild atmosphere. And a real fight for you on Saturday against Quintana.
Quintana, he's a hell of a fighter. Throughout this whole process of Prospect of the Year, of Super Bowl, I know that didn't matter to him. So at the end of the day, after Prospect of the Year, I ran 10 miles because I pictured him running 5. Prior to the Super Bowl, I did 12 rounds, 3 different guys. So I'm ready to go. I pictured him every night. So I know at the end of the day, he's ready. He's ready for the challenge, and so am I.
Is this where we're going to see the best of you? I know that there's levels that you want to go to beyond this, but real fighters coming in with good, solid victories as well, coming in to really try and test you.
No doubt. I got to show everybody what I'm about. So, definitely this fight is going to do that. Quintana, he's a great fighter. He's been, caused upsets, and I'm ready to go. I crossed every check on my box, and now it's fight week, and I'm ready to make weight and ready to shine come Saturday night. The energy here in Glendale, Arizona has been amazing. Even when I fought at 3 p.m. here, at the prelims before, they would come out and I would feel the energy. So, now I'm later in the night and I just can't wait to shine in front of everybody. All this is because of God. The beginning of this year, everything unfolding, I'm a firm believer in my faith, and I understand that it's not me, it's him, and I'm going to continue to shine because I'm made in God's image.
When you talk about that lineage, and welcome Pops and everybody down there, incredible history, what sets you out, what makes you different? Because you come from, a fantastic family. I'm sure you were raised in fantastic fashion as well. I've worked with sons of great fighters, world champion fighters, legendary fighters. It's a different kind of mindset, a work ethic. It's not the usual background that some of these fighters come from. I know you're born into the sport as well, but you talk about work ethic. What instills that within you?
I've seen it. I've seen what it is to be a great fighter. And it's been in front of me. It's been in my father. Like I said, I stand on the shoulders of my mother, my father. Without them, I wouldn't be here. I understand at the end of the day, if I want to be great, I have to outwork, you know, the regular guy in the boxing gym because the microscope is already on me from the debut. So if I'm going to do anything, I'm going to do it 120%. I know that that's the only way I operate, is at 120%. If I'm locked in on something, that's it. So I prepare myself 120%. I can't wait. This is the beginning of the Emiliano Vargas era. And, you know, I want it all. I want the titles. I want, you know, but at the end of the day, if I don't get past Quintana, then I don't get to any of that. So I thought about him through the whole process. I understood that I had to go to work. Gracias, Quintana, para prepararte, tu equipo, a todo el público, a todos los fanáticos aquí en La Finiquera. Ahí vamos con todo el 28 de febrero.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Emiliano. Great to have you on the show. Great fight.
Thank you so much.
Vargas against Quintana as we go to the final of the 3 fights to discuss another incredible fight. And we talk about people willing to roll the dice, people willing to try and go to that next level. Tamir Smalls against Abel Ramos. Tamir Smalls out of the Philadelphia gym, Bozy Ennis, you know, the Jaron Ennis team, everybody in there is so highly regarded and continues to just jump into these big fights. Last time out, had a tough opponent come through. This time it's a totally different level against Abel Ramos. We've seen him in huge fights for the World Championship as well, and close to home as well. Here, Abel, welcome. Again, a crazy atmosphere in here, a huge fight for you. Special night on Saturday.
Yeah, man. Thank you. First of all, I want to thank God for allowing me to be here in good health and blessed to be back in my hometown of Arizona after 9 years of not fighting here, man. It's going to be amazing. This fight card is going to be fire, like they say, and I'm excited to be here.
You're definitely not old, Abel, but you got a young gun here who has no fear coming in, a big puncher, ready to roll the dice. Is it a case of your experience here, using the surroundings, the energy, the home corner, if you like, of your home city as well, against a good up-and-coming young fighter?
Yeah, of course, man. We know what we have in front of us is going to be a tough fight, but we trained well for that, and I'm going to use that my experience as an advantage in my hometown, of course.
Well, welcome. Great to have you on the card. Thank you as well to Louis de Cubas for helping us with this fight. Tamir, again, you're in deep. Last time was at home in Philly. This time it's in the kind of away city, if you like. Rolling the dice, ready for that next level, and a great challenge ahead of you at the weekend.
I mean, you know, like you said, I just want to thank God for the opportunity. Thank you guys for the opportunity. And, you know, I'm ready to set off fireworks come Saturday. I know who I got in front of me, and I ain't slack off one bit this camp. So I'm ready to get it on.
A special team in Philly, Bozy and Jaron have got unbelievable faith in you. Same kind of thing, you know. We were looking at opponents. I said, look, Abel Ramos, great fighter from Phoenix. Let's go straight away. You're ready. In your mind, the team believe you're ready. This is your moment on Saturday for the step up.
Yeah, I'm 100% ready. You know, if I wouldn't have took, if I didn't believe I wasn't ready, I wouldn't have took the fight in his backyard. You know what I mean? So I just know I crossed every T and dotted every I for this camp, and I'm ready. I'm ready to set fireworks off.
Good man. Tamir Smalls, Abel Ramos, another incredible fight. This undercard is going to be phenomenal on Saturday night. 3 great fights here. Arturo Cardenas against Jordan Martinez, 17-0 against 16-0. Augustin Quintana coming off a massive win against the ring prospect of the year, Emiliano Vargas. And this fight, tremendous fight, Tamir Smalls against Abel Ramos as well. Just part of an incredible night of boxing. Of course, the main event sees Emanuel Navarrete fight Sugar Nunez for the unified junior lightweight world championship. We'll face those guys off later, soon, I promise. But for now, we're going to face off these guys before we head back to Chris and Sergio. Thank you.
Sergio, some terrific matchups coming up here on the undercard. Some Mexican flavor to these matchups as well. What's the one you're looking forward to the most?
You know, Smalls is going to be exciting, but I just think the sky's the limit for Emiliano Vargas. I mean, that kid has everything special written on him. I'm looking forward to him.
All right, I'm looking forward to this one right up the top. Cardenas is a well-known commodity. We've seen him on DAZN many times, trained by Robert Garcia. But Jordan Martinez, we had a chance to talk to him early in the day, undefeated, a near perfect knockout ratio, and this is a guy coming in with a ton of confidence.
Yeah, 16 wins, 15 knockouts. But look under the numbers, and you're going to see Cardenas has the upper hand. But fantastic fight between two undefeated fighters. Someone's O has got to go.
Yeah, Martinez sparred with Sugar Nunez in preparation for this fight. And Sugar Nunez's team said he did pretty well in those sparring sessions. So I'm looking forward to that one. There we have Emiliano Vargas, one of the best prospects in all of boxing, taking on Agustin Quintana. And Quintana, as you heard Hearn mention, just the end of 2024, defeated Mark Castro. Now he's got an opportunity to fight and knock off another prospect.
The prospect of the year in 2025. And look, I'm on board. Emiliano Vargas is cut from a different cloth. He has the looks, he has the hooks, and he has the hunger. Says all the right things. He's a promoter's dream. And he has someone that is very confident in front of him. And this man, he's picked apart some prospects before, and he has another one in front of him.
Yeah, I know you were telling Emiliano's father, Fernando Vargas, how you knocked him out in sparring. That was a weird story to tell right
He
there.
knocked me down in sparring, but that man,
that wasn't the story I heard.
That man, Fernando Vargas, has opened so many doors for me inside and outside the ring. I'll forever respect the Vargas name.
And he's got a supremely talented son there who's got a big future ahead of him. This is a great crossroads fight. Tamir Smalls, undefeated out of Philadelphia, taking on Abel Ramos. We have seen Abel Ramos in with some of the top guys in and around this weight class. Was this close to being the guy facing Ryan Garcia just a couple of weeks ago. Had a draw against Mario Barrios. Now he's trying to fight for his professional career against the young guys looking to take his spot.
Look, we talk about Kate. We talk about journeymen and gatekeepers and former champions. Abel Ramos, if you can't get past him, you're not going to get past anyone. That man has fought every tough guy in boxing, and he's only been stopped once in a handful of fights. Incredible fighter.
Incredible fighter. Great matchup. Tamir Smalls working out of that Bozy Ennis gym. Has been trained by Bozy Ennis for his entire professional career. Been sparring with Boots Ennis for this fight. Been sparring with Andy Cruz for this fight. So he's coming in with a lot of experience of his own. All right, Chris Mannix, Sergio Mora back up here. The main event, it's going to happen. Don't worry. It's going to happen. The fighters will be here shortly. We know Emanuel Navarrete has had some issues getting into the country. But, Sergio, your Mexican brethren will be here.
In a private jet, and the man that's flying them in is right here, Eddie Hearn. How much did that tab cost you?
I'm splitting it with Top Rank. I already told that's their job, right? You know, listen, it's been a dramatic day. I can't tell you. I feel like I'm a complete expert when it comes to visas now as well, which is great. But super chilled, these guys. I mean, the good news for Emanuel Navarrete, apparently he's been on weight all week. They brought in a nutritionist. He's absolutely fine. As far as he's concerned, everything's absolutely perfect. He's going to rock up here in half an hour and do a little, you know, and we're all sitting here losing our hair. You know, we've got 12,000 people in here on Saturday night. This is a big, big show for us. And by the way, that undercard up there, beautifully matched. Really, really exciting from start to finish. And, yeah, I can't wait to see this man walk through here shortly and get this fight on. Exactly what boxing needs, the best be the best.
Yeah, it's a big stage for Sugar Nunez, to be honest. We were talking about earlier, we've seen Sugar dominate early competition. 27 wins, first 27 wins, all come by knockout. Last two on a championship level, he's won them clean, but no knockouts there. So it makes you wonder, kind of like, is that power real? This is the fight I think we're going to find out.
I think the power's real. I mean, first I was there in Japan when he won the world title. That guy was one of the toughest guys. I mean, I could not believe the punishment that he was making. Last time out against Patufo, you know, sometimes in your hometown, I don't know, for some reason, especially over in America and sometimes in Mexico, fighters can sometimes underperform in their hometown. I would like to think that overperform, but
hometown curse.
Here is different. I've seen a different Sugar Nunez in this camp. He's in the condition of his life. There is no doubt this is a step up for him. Navarrete is a seasoned guy. He's long, he's awkward, he can punch. I just think it's a brilliant fight, and it's a gamble. I mean, like, I don't know what else you do. You win the world championship, you defend it, you unify. I mean, this is the whole point of boxing. You've got to become a champion, you've got to beat another champion, and you've got to try and win all the belts. And this is the first step of that. This is the fight of the division. You know, and we're just seeing, like, tickets every day. Boom, another 800. Boom, another 900. You're going to have 12,000. Trust me when I say this will be one of the best atmospheres we've experienced. It will be wild. Two Mexican world champions risking it all. What more could we want?
Yeah, you got the co-main event. You mentioned this undercard. It's phenomenal. Tamir Smalls, though, this is a big step up for him as well. Abel Ramos has been in with some great guys. Has not won all those fights, but we were just talking about it. Was this close to being the guy that was supposed to face Ryan Garcia. If he had just won one more round, or if he had put away Mario Barrios, he would have been the guy.
I thought he won that fight, and I dropped him, and, this is a massive roll of the dice for Tamir Smalls. Yeah, but you know what, right? The way I look at it is like this. Tamir Smalls has never really had the backing of, Emiliano Vargas, who, by the way, we'll come on to. I thought he looks like a superstar in the way. I've not yet seen him up close and live. We'll do that on Saturday. But for Tamir Smalls, he doesn't have that, promotional push. We picked him up 3 or 4 fights ago. Boots, Ennis and Bozy have told me this kid can really fight. He's a huge puncher. Throw him in. Put him in those fights. And all of a sudden, Kevin Rooney sort of gets hold of him, and it's like, do you want to put him on in Phoenix? What about Abel Ramos? He's from Phoenix. I'm like, guys, are you sure? It's like, yeah, let's find out if he's as good as they say he is. But I love the fact that they're rolling the dice. Like, these fights are full of jeopardy. They're 50-50 fights. I know Vargas is a favourite going in, but Quintana can really fight as well. You get to find out how good Emiliano Vargas is against guys like this. And by the way, Cardenas against Jordan Martinez, 17-0 against 16-0. Just a complete firefight. So, yeah, for Tamir Smalls, huge puncher, but Abel Ramos, full of experience, in his hometown.
I'm looking for Cardenas. I'm looking to see something. Like, I've seen a guy that's pretty good. I'm waiting to see a guy that's great. I think this is a real opponent for him. This is a guy Martinez has sparred with Nunez during this fight week, has sparred with Kazuto Ioka before. He's got some great sparring on his resume that kind of makes up for the lack of real names on that resume. This is going to be a real fight for Cardenas.
Yeah, and the word out of Nunez's camp is that Martinez can really fight, right? What we've seen from Cardenas is all action every time, right? Yep. He throws a huge amount of punches. He's in exciting fights. He gets hit a little bit too much as well. But you know what it's going to be. It's going to be a war. So, when you're putting a card together, you look at Arturo Cardenas. I can't tell you whether this kid's going to go on and win world championships. What I tell you is he's going to give you war after war after war. And if you're going to beat him, you better be a tough son of a gun, because he ain't taking a step backwards, and he ain't stopped punching, and he's got a great chin. But Jordan Martinez is in his hometown. Like, this place is going to erupt even for the first fight on the broadcast. So can he handle it? Like, this is the step up.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jordan Martinez in the fighter interview we just finished, he is brimming with confidence, and he's been in this position before. He's been asking and demanding. Now, the resume, I look at it, I watch him spar. He has a big wall to climb, but if the moment is ever prepared for Martinez, this is it, and he's ready for this moment. I love the fact that promoters like you and others, Golden Boy as well, you're willing to put your fighters on the line, because that's what fans are paying for, and that's what they want to see.
We want to find out. We want to, and especially, by the way, if you're not, sometimes you protect a prospect coming through because of the value, and you've got to get it right. With guys like Tamir Smalls and guys like Arturo Cardenas, I look how active Arturo Cardenas has been, because the answer to every phone call is yes.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Robert Garcia says, we're ready. We're ready. We'll fight anyone. Okay, what about this guy? He's 16-0 from Phoenix. Yeah. I don't even know if they watched tape. It was just a yes. And that's the same for Tamir Smalls. It's like, let's go. Let's find out what we've got. So, we love taking the credit for that, but the fighter and the team have got to be willing to roll the dice as well. And sometimes the best fights that you get are guys that don't have everything to, this is like, they're just rolling the dice to go to that next level. They're not trying to protect anything. They're not trying to, they're all-out wars that we're gonna see.
And the prideful about where they're coming from. You got Smalls, the Philly style. Yeah. Everyone knows those gym wars, and of course the Mexican style from Southern California. Anytime you hear Robert Garcia training a fighter, you know it's going to be a war. So yeah,
he's not going to put you on the card.
I'm done boxing, man. I'm done
You're
boxing.
Never done boxing, Sergio.
Yeah, you're right.
We're confident Navarrete is going to be here. That's the last thing.
No, he's already landed. He's on the way. I mean, honestly, jokes aside, there's been no, as far as they're concerned, what are you, Eddie? Just relax. It's fine. Relax. You know the worst thing about this, Chris? This is the most sickening thing, right? We were like, he was supposed to get his visa yesterday. On the way to the airport, pick it up, get here tomorrow. I wanted him to come Tuesday, by the way, but no. We come Wednesday. Okay, great. Go last night. We can't find the passport. The visa, the embassy can't find the passport, right? So I'm like, what do you mean? Don't worry, we'll go back tomorrow. No, it's Thursday. It's fine. Relax. We'll go in the morning. 8:30. They arrive at the embassy this morning. Anyway, they get it about midday, right? Midday. There's no more flights. There's a flight at 4:30 that gets in to Phoenix, Arizona at 7:35. The press conference is at 6 p.m. I say to Top Rank, right, listen, we're getting him a jet, right? We get him a jet. He ends up landing 10 minutes before the other flight would have landed. That was about $400. Do you know what I mean? So I said to Carl Moretti and the Top Rank boys, you better pay at least half of this jet. Do you know what I mean? So we're still arguing about that. Might be a toss-up at dinner tomorrow night. But these guys are so chilled. Like, we're literally... How's it... And his team... Brito and all these guys. Eddie,
it's only a fight for Mexicans. Don't worry about it.
Like,
the easiest part is to get in the ring and fight.
They don't care. Like, it's fine. Relax. I'm on wait. What's the problem? I'll see you at the hotel. No, mate. Like, we've got the whole world watching. We've sold 12,000 tickets. Like, yeah, I know. I'm ready for war. Okay. And you will get a war. I mean, like, I don't know. For me, if this isn't a Fight of the Year contender, I'll be devastated because it's everything. You know, you talk about, I know there's a lot going on in boxing at the moment and politics and stuff like that. The reality is, this is what it's about. It's about champions fighting champions. It's about rolling the dice to prove you're the best in the division, you know? And, you know, you got the IBF, the WBO on the line. This is it. This is as good as it gets. I really believe that.
As someone that's married to a Mexican boxer that works every day with a Mexican boxer, that attitude does not surprise me one bit, that chill attitude. All right, Navarrete will be here with Sugar Nunez tomorrow, 1 p.m. Mountain Time. This building will be open to the public, so if you're in the area, get down here. Nunez, Navarrete in the building on Friday, then Saturday night, 230-pound titles are on the line between two Mexican warriors. It's going to be can't miss. We will see you back here tomorrow afternoon.
In Mexico, boxing is not a sport. It's a religion. A promise paid in blood. For generations, kings have risen from humble beginnings.